Good morning. Let's give people a minute here to jump on and we'll do our jump start today. Today we're going to talk about breathing for abundance. And I know as soon as I get started and then some people jump on and then I start over. so, so how are you guys doing today? Give me a virtual high five. All right. So some people here. So let's go ahead and just start. And then I'll send out the recording as well for those who didn't make the beginning of the call. So good. My name is Lisa Long, and I'm so glad to be here with you. I own Yes I Can with a Plan, which is business coaching and personal development. So I incorporate how to have our best life and our best business. So I love both aspects. I love the marketing piece and the psychotherapy piece. And I have numerous certifications in both and degrees. And I just like to learn. Why not? All right. So let's start with our breathing. So a lot of us, and definitely myself included, shallow breathe. Have you ever noticed, especially if you're really concentrating, you're like kind of holding your breath, I remember when I was taking a ceramics class years ago, I really enjoyed it. It was so therapeutic. And I was just cleaning the greenware, and I'm like, taking my little tool and scraping off the lines from it being formed. And painting and the instructor looks over at me and she goes, Lisa, breathe. It's like, oh, so I'm one of those that when I'm concentrating, I just don't breathe. I was like, I don't know how long I actually hold my breath for, but I just don't even breathe. And, some people will like stick out their tongue. They're like, and they're really focused and we do the funniest things, but we're so focused, we don't even know it. So, and another time when we really don't breathe to our full capacity is when we're feeling stressed or anxious. So I'm going to show you some breathing patterns today that will help break you out of that, especially if you're feeling fear or anxiety, because that's definitely constricting your energy and not allowing the flow of abundance to come to you, right? Because you're constricted, you're in protective mode. And sometimes we don't even know what sets it off. For example, people have fear of driving, fear of heights, all kinds of fears, right? Or that anxiety can just kick in. And I think there's a lot of anxiety, especially from this last year with all the craziness going on. And just something so simple like breathing can make a really big difference. I mean, it could actually just switch it 180 degrees. So it's a good thing. So when we're feeling fearful or anxious, you may notice you breathe very shallow and probably only in your upper chest. So I don't know if the noise, the sound of my breathing is coming through, but do it for yourself. Just shallow breathing, short little breaths. And I'm exaggerating it right now for the purpose of the video. When you are feeling fear or anxious, or both, try to stop and do some deep breathing. And there's a specific rhythm that I want to teach you here because it has the quickest impact. And you want to breathe in for the count of 4, breathe out for the count of 8. We want to breathe out, exhale much longer than the inhale. This helps calm the body. Now, if you do it the opposite, you raise the anxiety. Okay. So if you short breathing, or if you breathe in long and then breathe out short, it can actually raise your anxiety level. So that can be beneficial if you're using it as a healing modality to release old stuck emotions. So, but for right now, we're going to focus on reducing the fear and the anxiety. So invite that abundance to come in. Okay. So we're going to breathe, and you're going to belly breathe. You want to breathe into the bottom of your belly. And I know as women, we're always taught to suck in our stomach, right? You know, especially when we were in, you know, high school, we're like, suck in your stomach. And we walk around without breathing. It's amazing any of us are still alive. So we're going to change that. We've actually been taught something that's really detrimental to our health. We're not going to hold in our stomach. We're going to pooch out your stomach when you breathe in. And you're going to use your abdominal muscles to bring your stomach back in as you exhale. Hope that makes sense. So you're going to breathe into the bottom of the belly. Breathe it all, feel it, breathe in, feel it filling up your belly and into your lungs and all the way up to the top of your lungs, all the way up into your throat. It's a deep breath. And then use your stomach muscles to exhale, to push the air out. And this is actually a really good way to build those muscles. And you want to build your core strength anyways. It's extremely important. So let's do just that one more time. Breathe into the bottom of the belly, pooching the belly out, Buddha belly, up into the lungs, all the way up into the throat. And exhale, use your abdominal muscles to exhale. If your abdominal muscles come in, you're like sucking them in, and it pushes the air out, okay? So now we're going to breathe in for the count of 4, and we're going to exhale to the count of 8, okay? So ready? Breathe all the way into the bottom of the belly, going into Buddha belly, pooching the belly out. And then again, when we exhale, we're going to suck, we're going to bring those muscles in. We're going to not really tighten the muscles, but you're going to use the abdominal muscles to push the air out in a controlled manner for the count of 8. Okay, so here we go. We'll go through it a few times. Okay, ready? Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Let's do it again. Breathe in. And exhale. Let's do it again. Breathe in all the way to the bottom of the belly. And exhale to the count of 8. Good, good. Can you feel your mind let go? You can feel your body relax. And even with just those 3, I can definitely feel it. So see how long you go doing that. See if you can do it for a full 30 seconds. I bet you can. See, and then see if you can go for a full minute. And then see if you can go for 2 minutes. It's extremely effective in reducing your stress and anxiety. Now, if you want to kick it up a notch, if you're having severe anxiety, what you want to do is give your mind something else to do because your mind is running amok, right? And you have anxiety. So we're going to do the breathing just like we did, but you're going to count backwards. This occupies the mind. It has to think about it. So let's go ahead and do this together. We'll breathe in, and we're going to count. You can either do it out loud or to yourself. Okay, ready? Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kind of tricky, isn't it? It really gives your mind something to do. So it cannot focus on, oh my gosh, I'm so anxious about whatever it thinks it's anxious about. And usually the anxiety is completely irrelevant. It's irrational. I know I've experienced it too. about driving. It just hit me one day, all of a sudden on the freeway, just, I don't know. So let's do that one again. Okay, breathing in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhaling for the count of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So there we go. Now, you don't have to use the fingers. You can if you want to, but I was just doing that for demonstration purposes. So I hope this is helpful. I have used it. I've even used this. I've worked with hospice patients. After I was working in marketing, decided I wanted to do more with psychotherapy. So I went back to college and got my degree in psychotherapy. And I was working in hospice for a while. And with hospice, I worked with a lot of Alzheimer's patients and dementia patients. And that is a technique that I used with those patients as well. Not so much the super deep breathing, but just count backwards from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if I could get them to deep breathe, that would be a bonus. But it helps, again, switch the mind from, oh my gosh, everybody's out to get me, and because they go into a state of paranoia. But anytime there's a state of paranoia, anxiety, stress, these are really good tools to use, for anybody. So use them and let me know how you do. All right. I will sign off for now. I hope this daily jumpstart is beneficial for you. I'm having a lot of fun bringing these to you. And if there is something in particular that you would like to work on, I would be happy to address that. And if I don't know how to address it, I have a wonderful network of people that I work with, and maybe they do. So the only silly question is the one that we don't ask, right? All right. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.